Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I'm still a bit snuffy, sorry about that, but I wanted to talk about this new skateboarding game with you that is called Wrekless and just released its first demo on Steam this week. The game was revealed about 3 months ago with the trailer that you can see in the background, and I had it on my wish list ever since and was eagerly waiting to play it myself. But before we get into how good or not good the game is, I think it makes more sense to start with what Wrekless actually is. So Wrekless is a colorful, casual skateboarding experience that feels a bit like a mix of Skate and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And this does make a lot of sense because the studio behind the game, called Free Range Games, was founded by former developers of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series. And with Wrekless, they created the skateboarding game that they always wanted to make, at least according to their description. Now, if you're expecting this to be a good old single-player game in the style of the old Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but from what I've seen and read so far, there is no classic single-player experience at all. The title is a multiplayer game where you are always online and skate on servers with up to 50 players. So kind of like the new Skate experience as well. And similar to the new Skate game, Wrekless also puts an emphasis on collaboration, because you do not only skate together, but you can also play mini games with others, compete in trick challenges, race against each other, build skate spots and parks together, and so on. So the focus of the game is really on delivering this skateboarding community feeling and on creating something together. But if you don't want to do something with other players, you don't have to. You can simply do all of the challenges by yourself, freely ride around and explore the maps, and just ignore everyone around you. So you are not forced to interact with others. What you can do as well is build your own skate parks with a massive library of all kinds of assets, from realistic ones like rails and ramps to more flashy ones like speed boosters and portals. And then you can share these parks with your friends or with the community and skate together, or you simply explore the library of existing parks and check these out. Now, when we're talking about what Wrekless actually feels like, I think the mix of Skate and Tony Hawk's that I had mentioned before describes it pretty well. At its core, the game is very arcadey and casual and focuses a lot on chaining crazy tricks, building combos and defying gravity. But it's not trying to strike a balance between a casual and a realistic experience like Skate does. The core gameplay mechanics and features definitely lean more towards Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You get on different maps, activate time-limited challenges, and then you need to beat a high score or collect letters to complete them. For grinds and manuals, you have a balance bar to hold them, and the overall feel when doing tricks or being airborne is a lot more floaty compared to Skate and less heavy and impactful. So from this side, you can definitely feel the THPS influence. But when it comes to the controls, it leans more towards Skate and its flick it system. So the left stick controls the direction you are riding, the triggers are for grab tricks, and with the right stick you control all of your flip tricks, which is good on one hand because when you are familiar with Skate, which probably everyone is who's into skateboarding games, you should get the hang of Wrekless fast. But then again, it's still not a complete copy of the flick it system and it doesn't feel as intuitive and direct. For example, when you want to do an ollie, you simply pull the right stick down and release it, so it's more simple here compared to Skate. But when you want to do a kickflip, you need to do an ollie and then push the stick upwards to do the flick. And depending on the direction you push the stick after the ollie, you will do different flip tricks, which feels alright and is a solid solution, but it also feels like you're actually always doing late flips, because you're always doing an ollie first and then flipping from the ollie. And depending on the trick you want to do, this can also be a bit fiddly. But then again, it's still a lot better than simply pushing buttons. What I do also like about the game is that you can get into a really good flow once you got the controls down, and it gives you a nice, relaxing and casual experience. I also love that it doesn't doesn't have this extreme magnetic effect when going into grinds that Tony Hawk's or Riders Republic have. It really feels more like the old skate games when it comes to this. Might sound like a minor thing to some of you, but I really hate this in skate games. I want to put in a bit of skill to my grinds here. Now, while all of this surely sounds very good and promising, the demo you can play right now is still very rough around the edges. There are glitches, the camera jumps around a lot, you might get stuck inside of obstacles, and overall it's not a finished or polished experience yet. But it's a demo, it's supposed to give you a first impression, and I think it does a good job with this. The game is supposed to hit Steam Early Access at some point in Q1 2025, so that's still quite some time to make adjustments, and then it is planned to be in Early Access for a year and be developed alongside the community. However, the demo we can play right now will also only be available for a limited time, so when you're interested in checking out the game, don't wait for too long. Content-wise, the demo already includes a lot of the activities from the full game, so you're able to visit parks, complete challenges, build skate parks with others and share them with the community. You can participate in mini games, customize your skater and unlock cosmetics. But everything is a bit toned down, so it's not as much of everything compared to what is planned for the full release. Good news though, everything you unlock during the time the demo is live will also be transferred to the full game. And you will also receive a little gift for participating in the demo that includes spooky Halloween cosmetics for your character and some spooky assets for the park builder. And that was it for today. Tell me what you think about Wrekless in the comments below, and if you have already played the demo or not. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye!